俺は生きたいんだ。
Top 10 animes like Mirai Nikki. Welcome to Anime Town. Today we'll be talking about the top 10 animes like Mirai Nikki, especially the top 3. Guys, if you like Mirai Nikki, you need to check them out. Now make sure you have pushed that like and subscribe button. Well then, shall we begin?
お前、
ジュウ様、ご無事ですか？
なんでここにいる？どうしてここが分かった？
The first one on our list is number 10, Denpa Teki no Kanojo. There is a lone, extremely unsociable delinquent named Juzawa, who has become fundamentally incapable of befriending other people. Being a lone wolf is his nature, that's who he is. That's why when a girl named Ame Ochibana enters his life and claims that both of them are connected through their previous lives or whatever, he doesn't pay it much heed and keeps his distance. Furthermore, this seemingly mysterious girl also wants to be his servant. He considers her delusional, but when a certain classmate of theirs is murdered, Ju becomes interested in the girl and even wonders if it was her who killed their classmate. This is just a 2-episode long OVA, but it's still quite similar to Mirai Nikki, especially the mysterious girl part. Number 9, Btooom. As it turns out, the top player of a stupidly popular Japanese game called Btooom is actually just an unemployed NEET who lives with his mom. His name is Ryota and he is a 22-year-old young man. But that as it may, his convenient life takes a massive blow when he suddenly finds himself on a stranded island. He has no recollection of how he got there, and the only real equipment he has is a small green crystal in his left hand. It doesn't take him too long to realize that what he is experiencing is basically the real-life version of the game he was obsessed with. Only this time, the stakes are real, and every passing moment can turn into a life or death situation. Now, how will he survive? After coming across a girl named Himiko and teaming up with her, this contest of life and death takes a sharp and steep turn.
That was close, wasn't it? But don't worry, you're safe now.
Number 8, Wella Magi Madoka Magica. This seemingly cute yet fundamentally dark story is a devastating psychological thriller. It is the kind of story that will reserve a spot in the back of your head. There is a girl named Madoka Kaname and Sayakai Miki. They are both the usual middle school students who are living pretty ordinary lives, all of which changes when they get to know, or rather come across, the new transfer student and a cat-like magical being called Kyubei. Kyubei offers them the idea of becoming a magical girl, and in doing so, they can get any one of their wishes granted by him. Meanwhile, the transfer students try to stop them from doing so. Just like that, a heartbreaking story of hope and despair commences. Number 7, School Days. School Days is amongst the few controversial animes that aren't really meant to be enjoyed or appreciated. They are just there for the curious eyes. The story features a young man named Makoto, his strong desire to adore the girl named Katsura, who takes the same train as him, and all the girls who enter his life. It will start off as a generic romance anime, only to punch you in the face, as the endless amount of betrayals, cheating, and craziness that follows can sometimes be a little hard to follow. And of course, the circumstances are grave enough to break a girl into becoming a yandere. Not in a good way.
Ne, ありがとう。結構住み心地いいよ。あなたの家。
Number 6. Happy Sugar Life. Mirai Nikki has a reputation for an extremely chaotic and crazy female lead, or should I say it is well known for having an unstoppable yandere. This story also offers something similar. We have a beautiful high school girl named Satoo Matsukawa, who is well known for looking down on men. Be that as it may, the moment she comes across the sweet and cute Shio Kube, she instantly falls in love. She tells others that she lives with her aunt, but secretly moves in with Shio Kube. And if anyone dares to disrupt their happy sugar life, a very dark and bleak end awaits them.
私の心このままじゃダメダメになる
Number 5. Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied is an odd yet powerful anime. The story follows a girl named Lucy. She is a special breed of humans, one that is born with a short pair of horns and invisible telekinetic hands. These abilities, of course, are more of a blessing than a curse, as she is made to bear endless inhumane experiments by the government. She continues to endure all this torture until one day, when a chance to escape presents itself. Lucy takes up the chance, but on her way, she is mercilessly murdered all the captors she comes across. It is literally one of the most brutal bloodbaths you'll ever see in anime. However, during this escape, she also receives an injury that causes a dual personality to emerge within her. Later, when this girl makes her way to 2 young college students, they were kind enough to treat her injuries and take her into their care. Little did they know, this act of kindness is about to change the direction of their lives.
Excuse me.
Number 4. Danganronpa, the animation. The story takes place in an elite high school that only ever accepts the most exceptional of all students, and it doesn't end there. All of whom successfully enroll in this school get their very own district titles that reflect their abilities and traits. This year, only 15 students managed to get admitted into this school, and out of the 15 of them, a boy named Makoto is a completely normal individual who got accepted into this school totally based on chance. And of course, his title is reflective of that, considering his title literally states super high school level luck. But after the initial excitement settles down, the students are greeted by the unseemingly uncanny principal. The real horrors of this school begins.
You people out of your minds! We didn't have enough time to decide! It's a sham! We're being played! Button! Who's got the button?
Alright, time for the top 3 picks, so you better pay attention.
欲しいものは手に入った。
Number 3. Death Note. There are times when the vibe of a story matches the vibe of another story. Death Note and Mirai Nikki share the same vibe. The plot of Death Note need not to be mentioned. It is the most popular anime there is. Though both of these stories follow a strange, mysterious mood, there is plenty of murder and psychological traps, the way the main characters go insane, and the willingness of certain characters to continue living. While Death Note may be exceptionally superior in terms of writing, Mirai Nikki does a commendable job of giving you the same kind of atmosphere.
じゃあもう一つ聞くけど、なぜ僕を選んだ？
なぜかって退屈だったから。
Number 2. Eden of the East. The starting point of this story is an incident that took place on November 22nd, 2010. There were various missile strikes, though fortunately no one was harmed, and the incident came to be known as Careless Friday. People ended up forgetting about it, and the usual everyday life followed. Then 3 months later, a cheerful college girl named Morimi is saved from some unexpected trouble by a guy named Akira Takizawa. However, this doesn't end here. Akira Takizawa is an odd man. He isn't always clothed, suffers from amnesia, and also believes himself to be a terrorist. Furthermore, there is a strange cell phone in his possession which is loaded with 8.2 billion yen. Though despite his unusual persona, Morimi befriends him. Little does she know that she is about to get involved in a death game, not to mention the secret behind the incident from 3 months ago.
Whoa! It sure does look like me, doesn't it? Crazy, huh?
Oh. Thank you.
Number 1. Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland is always the most popular pick when you consider anime similar to Mirai Nikki. A young boy named Ganta Igarashi and his classmates go to an amusement park called Dead Man Wonderland, and that is where things go terribly wrong. This amusement park is not an ordinary place. There are convicts that perform insane acts for the sake of the amusement of the onlookers, and it is here that in a matter of a few moments, a mysterious man suddenly murders every single one of his classmates, and he is then framed for their deaths. Ganta is sent to a jail, and it is still only the starting point of the miseries that are about to befall upon him. So there you go, guys. These were the top 10 animes like Mirai Nikki. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. There may very well be more animes that are similar to this yandere storm, so if you have something to add to this list, go wild in the comment section. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.